I'm back. I'm back. What would you guys do if I just like start crying? I'm just like, oh my god. How do you like comfort a moving Abby? What did Kiana say? Like, I'm an Abby. I'm an interactive like Abby. But how are you guys? Low key, I kind of want to put on a video, but I like the way that I can put background music on the live, and apparently I can't do that with like a video, even if I turn off its audio. And so I'm just like, wait, can you hear me? Wait, let me make sure. My mic is on, right? Okay, great. I was so like, we did not come here to cry. Are you dumb? It's like, Alyssa's like, listen here, okay? I don't know what you think you are, what it is you think you're doing. We came here to disengage. We came here to disengage. But hey guys, thank you so much. Okay, so I literally want to, okay, for those that are listening to this recorded, like they're not here live, what happened? So somebody hit me up, like I'm Kim Possible, and I had to like dip, okay, like something's on a chip, and I had to escape, and escape to my secret life outside of my Avi personality. Cute. Everybody's like, what is this synopsis? What's going on here? So yeah, I had to dip, and I told them that I would come back. So hence the title, I always keep my promises. And so now I'm here. So what are we going to be talking about? I think everything in the thumbnail plus more. To be honest, I think I just want to be distracted. And that's pretty much what today is all about. So I'm going to read you guys' comments. Hey LG Lala, mwah, mwah. Yes, thank you. Hey Tyros, hey. Yes, you can hear the music. Oh yeah, let me know if the music is too loud and I can turn it down. OG Lala, yes, it sparkles, yay. Okay, let me know if you guys can hear. It said it stopped buffering on my end, but I just want to make sure. Oh my gosh, where you flying to, Tyra? Where you flying to? Jet set. Okay, yeah, let me know if it's still buffering. Can y'all see it? I think so. Okay, perfect. Perfecto. Yes. Okay. So where did we leave off? Yeah. And then, oh yes, mwah, mwah, welcome. Perfect. So yeah, let's start with the baby. Because I think he's the biggest fool out of the bunch. This, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Meek Mill having those kids like dance like Daffy Duck off of a Looney Tunes show to give them $20 outside of his like Bentley, and I just thought that was really like odd, and so it's like very reminiscent, which coincidentally enough, was he not just photographed with like a Meek Mill? The baby, like, is this, or no, I think that was Lil Baby. But I digress, it doesn't matter. Oh yes, Tyra said, I'm going back to the Quad Cities, but I'm doing a lot of moving around this week. Whew. Moving is kind of one of those things. Like, yeah, tell me guys how your week was. Tell me guys, how was your weekend? How has like your Monday been, your Tuesday been? Like, what are you thinking about right now? Like, it doesn't even need to be about the stream, but I'm like curious. I'm trying to like open my third eye, and peek into your life like the nosy person that I am. I don't know, tell me how you guys are. Like, how are you? Like, really? So yeah, like the baby, he's the biggest fool out of the bunch, and that's why his face was on that thumbnail, and that's all I have to say on that. We literally gonna go down the list. Hold on, let me open up this photo. Let me look at this photo. Cause like I look at, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I do laugh when I make some of my thumbnails, like the baby and his wheels, his 4 wheels, Mario Kart having self flying across the screen. Let me stop. Yeah. Oh, OG Lola said it's been muggy, it's been doing nothing but raining. Yeah, like it's been raining. I think that's another thing, like I can feel it. Like I'm not somewhere where it's not like I live somewhere that's like really warm and hot and sunny, but it's just like seeing it kind of rain and pour. I'm just like, wagwan, like what is going on? Oh my god, Tyrose, congratulations. Yes! Copywriting internship next week. Phew! I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. And snap. I need like sound effects. I can, but we can hear it. Everybody clap for her. I hope that you have a great experience. I hope that you learn lots and have fun, to be honest. Have fun. learn lots. I know, like, also Tyra, you've talked about like your skills, expertise in writing, and so I'm so excited to hear, like, I don't know what you end up doing, and like I hope this is like a great experience for you, you know? Oh my gosh, yes, people put these emojis with like a congratulate, like put one of those, like, what is it, the like the thing with like the pew, like the confetti. I need to see the emojis in the description box. I'm so excited for you guys. Yes. Okay, let's see what these other comments are giving. Oh wow, Alyssa, you said you really liked the rain. Ooh, that's really, tell me, like, do tell. Alyssa X said, I've been feeling very creative this weekend. Oh, like, tell me, are you about to become like, are you, what do you become, what type of art, what type of creativity is coming to mind? Whenever people say like, oh, I've been like really creative, this is so weird. I think of like the show Amazing World of Gumball and how they would like insert different like mediums into the show. It would make it all the more like bizarre, almost like surreal, almost like surreal almost. And like watching it as a kid, I'm just like, this makes a lot of sense. But like watching their episodes later on in life, I'm just like, whoa, this is like genius. But whenever people say they're creative, I just keep thinking of like people throwing different stuff into like shows, and it's like, wow. So yeah, I love that, Alyssa. Yes. Okay, Minguita said, nothing eventful. Okay, this is what I'm gonna need you to do, Minguita. Can you please phonetically spell your name? I'm about to butcher this. Listen, people have commented to the live, and I have unfortunately butchered the name. They have literally commented under the live or like videos and be like, there was one girl, I think it was Twee, like, but she changed her name back. But she said she had to change the name to another name because she's like, bro, this pronunciation you are doing, Q, is something else. So like whenever I don't know how to pronounce people's names, I'm just like, please like spell it phonetically and I will like take it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hey, Kara. Yes, thank you for coming back. I have some strange obligations. It's late. It's like 18. It's like 8:14. It's like, what type of obligations do you have at this time in the evening? It's like, good question. But this week these past 2 weeks have been like very, very busy. Yes. Alyssa says that she loves the rain. You know what I do? I think I'm like scared of thunder, but I like the idea of like laying down and just kind of hearing the rain, maybe like sleeping and then maybe getting up to drink hot chocolate. You know what I mean? Minguita. Okay. Did I say that right? Please let me know. Minguita. Yes. Therapeutic. Oh, and I write for myself and songwrite a little bit. Oh my gosh. I can see it. Okay, wait. I can see it, Alyssa. I can see it. Like, it does give, like, when the rain is like pouring and like your windows are closed. I remember when I used to live in another place, like even when it rained, I would open the windows just because I didn't live in a house. I lived in like an apartment building. And so the way the rain fell, your windows could be open while it rained and you can like kind of just, it's like, am I at a beach? Like if you close your eyes, like maybe put on headphones, like you kind of like smell the air and it's like, whoa, I feel like I'm by the water. Can we like, am I describing a scene? Like, I feel like we need to read books or I don't know. I want to like set the tone. I feel like I want to be transported into like another world. I already know from what I just said and blabbered in this past like 2 minutes, I'm going to have to change the title. People are like, she is not going to talk about what's in this title or what's in this thumbnail. So I might have to just go ahead and chop it up to the game. Let me read it. Perfect. Okay. Yay, Minguita. Yes. Okay. Hey, girl. Mwah, mwah. Welcome. Finally. How art thou? Camera, how are you? You just snuck in and went to the back. I don't even know what. Nobody is sneaking to the back today. Y'all literally about to carry this. Y'all are literally about to figure out what's going on. Let me know if you guys can hear me. It's showing something on my screen, but it's not buffering on my. Is it still up? I think I unlisted it. Hold on, let me double check. Because low-key, I saw somebody watched it, so maybe I should like, maybe I should. Oh my god, people are watching the video? How is this possible if it's unlisted? Okay, fine. Let me go ahead and private this, literally. I didn't even notice that you said that, Tiana, until I was like, wait, Wow, so people just, you know. OG Lala said, I like reading with the rain in the background, but unfortunately I'm moving out of my apartment this week, so the rain is not really wanted right now, but I get what you mean. I love gloomy days. Oh my gosh, stoners had to have created Gumball. The same thing with, what's that show, Rick and Morty? Like, I've seen scenes of them, like, recording the show in the studio, and is it, like, Rick Harmon? Or Nick Harmon? Yeah, he low-key be drunk in the studio. I'm just like, I know you wrote it like this. Like, sometimes I listen to the show and I'm just like, this is probably how it was written. So I really get what you mean when you say that, Mingita. Stoners had to have created Gumball. Okay. Hey, Tiana. Yes, your life is still up. Oh, God. Oh, no. Camera Palm said, they dragging Coi Leray on the interwebs and sad face. All right, let's get into it. Somebody update me. OG Lala said, thoughts on the Nicki and Meg mini tizzle. You know, I've said this before, I think like very early on. I feel like I said that, oh my God, I literally have a video about this. I believe that Meg needs A&R. I believe that she does not have like, you know, wait, what do you mean by tizzle? Do you mean an argument? Either way, I still stand by what I said. I really want to see what Meg can do with like talent development instead of just like Rock Nation, I believe. But yeah, hopefully Coi don't self-harm. Like, what are people saying? What are people doing again? Like, what is it? What more? Like, what more? Like, at this point, I honestly could just tell people outside of like public conversation or outside of like maybe private conversation or just listen, I don't really have anything to say about Coi Leray unless anybody wants me to be like critical and think about the music that she's made. Outside of that, I have nothing else to say. I just don't have anything else to say. Like, nothing else to say. Like, what more? Like, people saying, like, I think somebody was talking about her body. Like, just what more? Let the girl, if she wants to make her macaroni and cheese beats, you know? That is what it is, but like I don't really like people talking about this girl or like any of these women, their bodies, and I have a feeling, is that what it's about? Like, people are once again commenting on like her like appearance, you know? Just bizarre. I hope that's not the case, but yeah, I hope, you know, these peoples are able to get some, you know, self-care, you know, like I hope they're able to get mental health care and, you know, and just block it all out. I'm honestly surprised like more influencers and like celebrities don't block like comments. Like, I feel like if I were famous, because I've been working on a video called like, what would you do to be famous? What would you do? What would you do? Ooh, what would we do? Okay, it's like, once again, I'm dragging wheat into this. Y'all like, no cute. It's just you. But yeah, I've been making a video called like, what would you do to be famous? And in that video, I kind of mentioned like, bro, if I were famous, I would probably like block all my comments. Like, nobody could comment on my stuff on like Instagram or stuff like that. Okay, let me read some of these comments. Yeah, so OG Love said, thoughts on Nicki and Meg getting in a mini tizzle. Okay, yeah, back to the video. I said like Meg needs A&R. I'm kind of disappointed in what I feel to be like Meg's rollout this past kind of year and a half. I just really wish that like somebody on her team was like, listen, let's take a break. Like, I think it's because of some of the events that unfortunately, you know, were enacted onto her and the harm that was befall, like that happened to her. Yeah, like somebody harming her, and it's just like her not having chances to recover time and time again from like family issues and family losses to her being assaulted. Like, I don't want to, it's so sad. Like, Megan is so talented, and so maybe all we can hope for is that, you know, this is orchestrated. Maybe we can hope for the fact that this is maybe just orchestrated and, you know, it's all for kind of numbers, but who knows. Okay, Tiana said, oh, let me go see her freestyle. Yes, let's go see some freestyles. I was gonna say something. Oh God. Oh my God. Okay, OG Lola, what did Nicki call Meg out on her live? I feel like I low-key want to like, can I download the video and pull it up? No, it might buffer. Okay, I'm like literally like paying attention to y'all's comments. Camera Palm said, people are saying Megan and Nicki are beefing or Nicki sending shots. What do y'all think about that? I forgot who I was listening to, and I think it was in regards to like the Bia situation, but like, what do you guys think about Nicki and like artists? Like, what do you guys think about that? Like, just that topic of like Nicki and new artists, like that overhead topic. not necessarily Nicki and Meg, because like, for example, I don't really like the ways in which like Meg was moving, you know, and how she associated with people in industry, and how it's like you don't need to put on this air of like I'm friends with everybody, and then you do actions that like unfortunately go against it. And then it's like at the end of the day, these people are your coworkers, so there's no need for us to do this type of performance. Like maybe your coworkers are not your friends, like, you know what I mean? Which I actually recorded. Did I record a video about this? But I'm working on a video about how I feel like companies or like CEOs calling their employees their family, or companies kind of advertising, oh, when you're here, your family. I'm like, this is like emotional propaganda, I believe. Like, I feel like this is emotional abuse. Like your company can never be your friend unless, or your family, unless of course they are literally your family. You know what I mean? Like, and so I don't really like this rhetoric of like, you kind of need to become friends with, or your family with, the people you work with. And I think it's cool that people can make friends with people in work. I just feel like I don't like this rhetoric. I don't think it's real. And so like, for example, when Megan and it applies for industries. I'm not a musician, but it's just like the same thing. Like time and time again, I just kind of look up, I read things about the way like labor and capitalism works. I'm like, bro, like even with Meg, I'm like, you can't be friends with all of these people. We know that like this industry, as well as other like labor industries, like are very exploitative, and you might be put in a situation by like your label or your backers or whoever has the money behind you. Like for example, that Sweetie article that I believe she did with Vogue or Vanity Fair, where a journalist had asked Sweetie about, I think, Dr. Luke, and for her to, I guess, comment on it. And Sweetie was like, we're not talking about none of that. Are you stupid? And people couldn't understand, well, why did she want to talk about it? And like, because if Dr. Luke is signing her bills, she can't go in the press starting to say all this stuff. Like she's one of the exploited. And I also find that to be a gag, because like Sweetie, once again, she comes from an affluent family. I have a lot on my mind. Can y'all tell? So let me read these comments. People are saying Megan and Nicki are beefing, or Nicki sending shots. OG Lala, not the mac and cheese beats. Call it craft. Let me stop. Cute. I'm coming back. I'm rising from the dead. Cameron Palm said, nah, it's our inability to rap freestyle. Interesting. Ooh, interesting. Alyssa X said, I enjoy my privacy too much to be famous. Interesting. Cameron Palm said, if I were famous, I would love the negative comments because I would just monopolize it and increase my brand. I feel like that's something you would say, Cameron. I'm so dead. Alyssa X said, like a Kardashian. Listen. Cameron Palm said, comments, unless they're valid critiques, mean nothing. They hated Jesus too. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see how I try to beatbox? I try to put these ad-libs cute on the beat. Oh my gosh, let me stop. Ojula said, I think Nicki wants that Roman revenge. Listen, like, I feel like Nicki, like, I feel like, God, I don't even know what to say. Like, it's just, where do I begin with Miss Onika Mirage? Like, where do I begin? With, like, I feel like Nicki has been wronged in a lot of ways. Sometimes I wonder, is Nicki Minaj, like, sometimes the person that she says people did, sometimes I wonder if Nicki has become, in some instances, the person that were against her when she was younger. Like, I think about that. But yeah, like Roman revenge, like, you know, a lot of people have done very odd and bizarre things to her, you know? Just like, you don't need to do all this. Cameron Palm said, I don't care about the Megan or Nicki situation. I just need people to focus on the music and progress rap. Who was that? And I think I mentioned her in like one of our last streams where I was like, is it Suki? I believe her name was Suki, where she was calling out all these people, all these rappers, all these female rappers, for them to respond. And I was like, yes, pick it up. Let's hear some rap. Let's hear some lyricism. Let's hear some like writing, you know? Like, and I think I talked about this in today's video where I was just like, I just feel like, where is music going? Like, I was talking today, like, or the video that was posted today, how I feel like music, these large artists, and some of those artists who I feel like push the bar, like they push the bar, and like things that I'm able to think about and get lost in, they're not publishing, they're not distributing music this year. And I was trying to think of why, like, why, you know, like, what is that about? And Kenroy, like, actually, like, I think I'll be able to pull up your comment actually on my screen. So I'll be able to take a look at it and I'll read it out so that we can think about it. Okay, yeah, okay, Alyssa X said, yeah, Meg gives social climbing vibes just a tad bit. It's not necessary she has the talent. Like, you know, it's like, yeah, it's like you don't need to, like, these people aren't your friends, and that's okay. Like, it's okay if you're doing business with them, and of course, avoid all the duplicitous characters. Like, you don't need, oh, Cupcake, okay, Damo XO, thank you, Cupcake. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm looking at your comment, Tiana. Tiana said Nikki is 38. What did Mark Phillips say from RDC Gaming about LeBron? I'm 36. I can't do this no more. Oh my god, but yeah, Tiana is like, Nikki's 38. Like, I don't even have the words. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, it's like I don't know what to say. Like, what do I say? Where do we begin, you know? Which is why I'm just like, maybe if I'm not talking about this in a private space, maybe it's okay for me to shut the fuck up, you know? Like, maybe I don't need to say all what it is I need to say. But yeah, sometimes I do wonder, like, is Nikki at times the person that has come against her and her path, you know? And the same thing I feel like with Meg, like sometimes, like, you know, I hope that you're not taking actions that are duplicitous yourself. Like, not only do you not necessarily need to align yourself with duplicitous characters, but you also, maybe you don't need to do all this. Maybe you're gonna have to be a duplicitous character at some point, but at least it didn't need to be in you pretending you were everybody's friend. I don't think it was pretense. I just think, you know, yeah, social climbing maybe is like, maybe a better kind of description. The art of networking. Oh my god. Camera Palm said, I didn't like Megan wanting to become friends with everyone because rap is a competitive sport. You're not focusing on that. It's not gonna work for the rap heads. And I feel like, yeah, okay, along with that comment, if you were gonna be friends with everybody, then maybe no. So I'm not talking about anybody who assaulted her. I'm not even gonna mention that person's name. But like, besides people who are trying to cause physical harm to you or stop your money or reduce your access to your craft or distributing your work, I think if everybody's my friend, then at least I know, or hopefully we should all be on the same page that I want to be friends with you. My work is my work and I will rap, but I have no hard feelings towards you. We don't need to do any sort of behind the scenes things that are actually like an accost to you as like a character, which is why I'm like, because most people are not your friends, why do you even have to uphold yourself to that standard in the first place? OG Lala said, I'm just ready for Nikki to remind these girls who she is. Still loving Meg though. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like, once again, I feel like the reason why Meg gets away with certain things, unlike a Doja Cat, you know, or a Doja Kitty, like, is because like she's extremely talented, you know what I mean? Like, she can write, like, even with Doja, like, the reason why she's skating on thin ice is because people know that she's talented. They know, you know? Kevin Palm said, but Megan is really nice and friendly. Yeah, like, she is really nice and friendly, like, you know, which is why I'm, you know, as I continue to put together the reprint, aka the Rihanna or the blueprint featuring Rihanna, hashtag the reprint, like, I feel like people should take a page out of Rihanna's book. Like, you know, like, don't give a shit about any of these people. Be cordial, be professional, and just go about your day. Do what collaborations you need to do professionally. Abide by the contract that won't get you, you know, in prison, and go about your day, you know? It's so sad. But like I said, I feel like the workplace is not that place, you know? So yeah, she's really nice and friendly. I think that's what it's like management training. Hashtag, I feel like Megan needs A&R. Go watch that video. Like, I feel like she needs A&R. She needs like development. She needs development. Like somebody who cares and who will develop her as talent and guide her through the thick of these things. Tyra Rose, mwah, mwah, welcome. I would want to be low-key famous, but not to the point where people are constantly stopping in the streets and paparazzi flooding me. That kind of makes me think, I kind of want to do interviews. I feel like I want to interview like a TikToker and be like, what? Because I already have like TikTokers who like talk to me behind the scenes, but low-key, I just want to interview somebody like publicly. Like, what is your life like? Like, what is your life like in the ways that, like, do people notice you on the train? Like, do people stop you in the store? Because like, I've heard some really interesting stories of people like that are kind of influencers instead of celebrities. So that's an interesting comment, Tyra. Tiana said, Nikki is 38, don't even have the words. Like, don't even have the words. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't even know. Like, what do you say? Like, at this point, I don't know. Cameron Palm said, Nikki saying she wants to be friends and having talking relationship with people who she collabs with is a little odd because she's a rapper and she knows rap is a sport. Yeah, like, Cameron Palm said Cupcake was the person who dropped that diss. Suki was the only person that responded. Like, yes. And thank you, Dharma. Yes, no, that was Cupcake. Thank you so much. Mwah, mwah. Welcome. Cameron Palm said, at Tiana, yeah, sad phase. Tiana said, music is going through a minor setback for a major comeback. Whoa, Tiana, are you reading? Like, whoa, I feel like people are reading my mind. Okay, Kenroy, I think this is the time for your comment to come back up. Kenroy said something really, really interesting under my last video, and we're going to talk about it, but I want to get to y'all's comments and then I'll read it out. Alyssa X said, I think after befriending Ariana, Nikki just isn't interested in people being around her who she doesn't have a relationship with. And you know what? It's just like, yeah, like I hear about people who are in these like kind of affluent positions all the time. And it's just like, I kind of think about that and I'm just like, what is that like where you're very high profile, you know? Like, how can you even make friends? You know, I think it would be cool, like, if you are a rapper to have friends who are other musicians, because they understand you, they understand, like, the struggles that you're going through, which is why sometimes I do wish, like, whenever women try to reach out to other women in the industry and become friends, I wish they just stick together. Like, you know, guys, I say this a lot. I do talk a lot about, like, collectives and, like, groups, but I'm like, yeah, I really do feel like you guys could just stick together and then say F it all, like, we could still be friends. And then Demo said, yeah, he met him today. Yeah, Mark Phillips, RDC Gaming, and LeBron at the, I believe it was like the Space Jam premiere. Tiana said, Nikki older than LeBron and Beyonce. Like, Cameron Palm said, I think Nikki low-key gonna go the Lil Kim route, and I love both of them. Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like, you become what you hate. Like, you become what was against you, you know? It's something I've been like kind of thinking about. Tiana said, also being friends with anyone in the real world is messy. I don't be friends with people that don't have standards or for friends. Yeah, people don't even have standards for friends. I think I just finished recording a video on I brought this up in like one of our last lives where I said I was working on a video where, why do people let go of their friends when they're in relationships? Or why do people neglect their friendships when they're dating somebody? Especially if we're talking about people who are dating like heterosexually, like what is that about? Like why would you even do something like this? It just doesn't make any sense since like friends are like your stronghold over these men, you know. But how many times must we talk about this, especially for women. Cameron Palm said she knows people are trying to replace her the same way she replaced Kim, even if it wasn't her fault. Now that's just what the business is. Brr. Alyssa X said, oh, ditto. Interesting. Cameron Palm said, okay, yes. Cameron Palm said, I think people need to follow the Rihanna and Beyonce way. Tiana said, the industry replaced Kim and the industry blocked Nikki out. I don't think the fans, though, are like that. Yeah, like, Nikki is very, very, very lucky. She has very, very, like, her, like, stan community is kind of something to be seen. I honestly feel like Nikki is blessed in ways that I just can't explain. Like, she's very, very lucky, to say the least. And Tiana, I'm really glad that you made that distinction. You said the industry replaced Kim and the industry blocked Nikki out. Like, it's a difference. It's like when people kind of try to put, you know, Lil Kim against, like, or people try to shame Lil Kim kind of against Nicki Minaj, or try to at times prop other people up. It's like, just because people hate Nicki and they want to block her out doesn't mean that they want to let some of y'all in. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean that y'all can replace her. It doesn't mean that you guys are as talented as her, you know. And I'm not actually comparing Lil Kim and Nicki. I'm just like, Nicki hate is not you love, you know. Mingita said, Nicki seems tired to me. The hate train after becoming the paradigm that these other female rappers follow still have residual effects. Yeah. And that's why I said in the video that I posted today about why aren't major artists like putting out music? Like, what is that about? In the video, I mentioned that I almost feel like Beyonce is going to retire, like, because I mentioned that I heard how she might be getting a Las Vegas residency, and I feel like Beyonce is like semi-retired, to be completely honest. Like, not like I don't count Black as King, but it's just, I feel like Lemonade was just kind of like the peak of like, listen, I'm rich, okay? I did everything. I was abused. Like, listen, my daddy pushed us. We had to go to therapy. Our mom, Tina, made us, I and Solange, go to therapy. I'm done. This marriage, like, all this stuff. Like, I've done it all. Like, I don't care. and I did mention this as well. I feel like the Panini Pizzeria pizza, I think it really gave people a chance to just kind of like sit down and say fuck it, which is why I feel like, once again, Rihanna's ahead of the time. When she knew she was getting screwed out of her like music deals, she was just like, bro. Which is why I also feel like if I think Rihanna is retired. I think honestly anything after this is extra, but let's say Rihanna puts out like another album, I almost feel like it could probably be her last, like, she's just like, bro, I almost would, and I said this, I almost would rather Rihanna doesn't put out an album if it's gonna be bad, but who am I? Who am I to say? Please put out the art that you want to put out. Don't listen to some automaton on the internet. Okay, Mingita, yes. Kenroy Palm said, honestly, I think most people can't handle fame. It's traumatizing. There's somebody, and this is somebody that I kind of mentioned. I don't really want to mention this person because this person has like a propensity of like going viral. Like, this person is not on social media like that, but like, I swear, anytime like this person's stuff just gets spread around, their pictures just get seen. And so I don't want to like kind of infringe on any sort of like personal privacy. But there's somebody that I know who, she is very beautiful. She's thin. She's very, very smart. And she talks about how like people, they kind of flock to her, you know what I mean? Like, and it's very jarring because it's like she's very shy. She doesn't really like this attention. This person is also not cis, and so it's just like, it's also kind of dangerous, you know what I mean? And so it's just like, it's kind of interesting hearing this person talk about the people that she's dated, and it's just like, I don't even find these people, I just go out in my life and here they are. And this person talked about, I can't even imagine being famous. Like, I can't even imagine, like, now I can't go to the gym and not get stopped. I can't go to the gas station and not get stopped. She said she doesn't even buy her groceries anymore. She doesn't buy her groceries. She orders her groceries. She orders clothes online. Like, she's moved to different countries to do work. Still people like approach this person. This person is Black. It's just like, fame, I think, is like very like jarring. And I don't think people can wrap their head around like what that means, like, because I said, I discovered your channel. I'm enjoying your content. It's unique with the cute avatar. Yes, I kind of wanted to play background music today, and I can only do that with a photo, but you guys know, like, I usually play videos. I might play one later. Okay, let's read. But thank you for coming. Mwah, mwah, welcome. Cameron Palm said, rappers can be friends with other rappers, but y'all still gotta compete to be the best. And that can be entirely friendly as well. Tiana said, it's not easy for creatives to be friends. Egos and schedules make things hard. Hence, you even see it in the YouTube world. Tiana said, I literally had a YouTube friend that had to apologize for basically ghosting me because she didn't know why I wanted to be friends with her. Interesantes. It's so interesting, like, and it's so funny you say that, Tiana, because, like, for example, in like my more realer life, like, even like some of the creators that I talk to, like, sometimes they tell me, they're just like, I can't even believe we're having this conversation, because it's like, I feel like I don't know how to relate. And then the people I meet who are like in my career or like career adjacent, it's like some of these people are not normal, it's like, it's just like, how do we socialize? How are we sure that is this like a positive experience, or all these kind of things that people think about. And so That's so interesting you say that, Tiana. Camry Palm said, I think people need to establish their basic goals and complete some before they become famous, because your life will never be the same. I kind of want you to elaborate on that. God, I can't wait till we have like call-ins, because listen, I can't wait. Camry Palm said, also, Hollywood is a land of pretend. You should presume everyone is fake. Tyra Rose said, Tiana, exactly. Having creative friends can quickly turn into competition. Tiana's land of pretend, to say the least. Giving very like La La World, giving very like, you know that world from like Rick and Morty, like Beth had, where it's just like a whole fake make-believe, like Shark Boy and Lava Girl, like Candyland. Kenra Palm said, like, I can't even imagine living in Hollywood and not thinking, hey, this might be fake as fuck. Like, y'all said your coworkers ain't your damn friends. Like, girl. Alyssa X said, even Rihanna seems retired in terms of music, but I don't know, there's supposed to be an art. Listen. I don't know. We might like grow old hoping like R9 is gonna come. So beware. But Alyssa, we can sit in the same boat, because I'm just like, listen, when is it coming? Cameron Palm said, I think R9 will be her last. Alyssa X said, I don't know if Rihanna can top Anti. Yeah, I said this. I was like, I'm afraid like she's gonna put out like a subpar album to just call it a day. And it's like, you don't even need to do that. Just tell people it's done. You know what I mean? Like, it's done. It's over. Like, that's it. Like, it's okay. Like, we'll be okay. You know, one thing that I always wonder if Rihanna pursued rap. You guys remember that one single she did, like Lemonade? And people were like, whoa, this is like the best kind of like audio kind of like performance she's given. Because at the time, like before Lemonade, people said like she was smoking and drinking a lot and it was affecting like her ability to perform. And people were like, bro, if you're gonna do this, then just stop. Yeah, so I kind of wonder what Rihanna sounded like if she would like rap, you know. But I almost feel like you don't need to do anything you don't want to do. But yeah, it does make me a little nervous. Kenray Palm said, honestly, you gotta be a nut to be famous and handle fame. You can call me an almond. I'm so that. Yes, call us Trail Mix. Yes, Kara, I love it. Tyra said, yeah, like LMAO. Tiana said, I love normal people. Tiana said, I think being a celebrity is a profession that some people are half-assing. Yeah, which is why like some people get really frustrated with artists that it's like they don't want to show up to like professional engagements, or they're late, or they're not necessarily like professional. And it's like, oh my gosh, she says, Tyra's, yes, gotta go, but good talk. Have a safe flight, Tyra. Congrats again. Mwah, mwah. That people are half-assing. I might have presumed what you said, Tiana, so like if you want to expand on that, let me know, because I was just like giving a thought that came to mind. So for the comment in question, Tiana said, I think being a celebrity is a profession that some people are half-assing. Okay, yeah, I would love to hear like more about that. Kemmer Palm said, honestly, in order to be famous, you basically got to be able to perform all the time and enjoy it. How many people can really do it? Like, honestly, DC the Purple Love Diva said, Ola from the West Side, everyone. Hey, mwah, mwah. Tiana said, like, Beyonce is not Beyonce. She just vibed it out. Yeah, like, yeah. Tyro said, okay, yes, gotta go, gotta jet. OG Lala said, I couldn't be famous because I don't want to perform all the time, and it's already lonely, but now you're pretending to be happy while now being lonely with all this money. Like, Alyssa X said, my favorite celebrities are the ones I know nothing about because they gatekeep their personal lives. Ooh, give me a few examples. I'd love to hear that. I kind of want to switch my photo. Okay. I want to switch out my photo. Just watch this whole thing like buffer. So let me go ahead and add a photo. Perfect. But yeah. So yeah, these are like really cool comments about being famous. I think, Tiana, I could have sworn it was you. Like, there's this one video where you had said, Tiana had said something like, I think like in another dimension or like in another life, I'd want to try out being famous and see how it is. Like, what is it really giving? Like, what is that really giving? I'm pretty sure it was you. But yeah. Okay, so I kind of want to discuss a really interesting comment on a video that I had today from the person by the name of Kenroy Palm. Okay, so let me like exit. So hold on, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. Q, you can do this. You can do this. Si se puede, si se puede. So Kenroy Palm said something really, really interesantes. Actually, let me open up the YouTube. Okay. So Kenroy Palm responded to my video regarding like, you know, why aren't major artists like dropping music this year? And this is what Kenroy Palm said. Of course, he gave our traditional allegedly disclaimer. But we were kind of just talking about, okay, this is what he said. He said the money aspect is real because it was just like, are artists not dropping music because they can't tour? And because if they can't tour, maybe they can't make a lot of money. So this is what that's in regards to. This is the comment. It reads as follows. The money aspect is the real thing because most of these artists weren't selling a lot of their albums prior to the pandemic. 1 million or 2 copies, including streams, which probably translates to $3 to $4 million earned prior to cost of production. And you know, for people like Doja Cat, can you imagine like how much money went into like production for that Planet Her album? Even though I feel like her label kind of shoved that out to continue to push down the issues that were going on with her PR and her public relation incident last year, but I digress. Most of these artists cannot downgrade their production or risk losing even more sales and numbers. I think they are betting on 2022, which is when they probably will drop music in order to garner more money from tours. Okay, just making sure y'all can still hear me. From tours. This isn't going to happen because of the new variants of the panini and other economic collapse, because we're currently in a recession. And so I think Kenroy is suggesting that, bro, we're pretty much probably going to see the effects of this later on, which I'm going to get to in a second, because I kind of want to talk about remote work and how something in my real life is like low-key pissing me off about this remote work thing. So Kenroy Palm then says, I do think that, listen to this, you guys. This is the important part. Kenroy Palm says, I do think that within the next 5 years, we will either see the massive explosion of pop stars again, like Michael, Janet, Whitney, etc., or the complete destruction of the music industry and the focus on this music influencer culture. Hence, wow, Kara, you really literate. You are very, listen, sometimes when I talk, a lot of spelling errors. So thank you so much for making this easy for me. So Kenroy Palm says, or the complete destruction of the music industry and the focus on the music to influencer kind of culture. Hence, the timeline, the quick streams, the go #1 and fall off the charts harder than the C off a knockoff Chanel bag. Rihanna sets the landscape of pop music. No one can argue with me. And I think both Rihanna, Beyonce will drop their final projects because their recent albums are like closer to me. I think Drake is a little scared because he released that surprise project, 3 songs that debuted at the top 3, which is great, which has never happened before. So congrats to the Canadian King. He's not a Canadian King in my eyes. But that's what Cameron said. And then fell off the charts, which is something that also has not happened before, especially for Drake. Usually his music stays strong like for a month, maybe 2 months. Also, the payola and streaming stuff is going to come to an end, which I think is also stopping certain artists, not the ones I mentioned here, but you know. So this was the comment that Kenroy made, and it's very, very, very interesting. Let me go back to the screen so I don't like flash, everything going on. Okay, great. Perfect. So that was Kenroy's comments. So I'm going to read these comments while you guys process that. Tiana said, I don't know if I have any fave celebrities right now. Kenroy Palm said, Ari Lennox decided she doesn't want to become bigger, and I'm glad she said it and is following what's right for her. Honestly, I'm glad. You don't need to be big. Like, protect your peace. I think like maybe she had a wake up call when like she realized like this industry stuff, like, because I think, was it the Soul Train Awards? Like, what award was it that she didn't win for? I think, was it her debut album? And she was like, bro, what is wrong with you people? Why are you guys nominating people who aren't in this genre for this award when I made this type of music this year? And I just felt like, why are we propping up award shows. And I don't know if she's come to that realization yet, even though I feel this way as a consumer. Like, I don't watch these award shows. I don't think that they are able to reward people based off of their actual talent. And I feel like if people have to do all sorts of payola and pay people off just for people to get these awards, then it's technically not a meritocracy, right? But I don't know if that's what she figured out. But I think after that moment, she did feel like, I think there was a switch. Like, I don't think I'm going to be what these people want me to be. And I don't think I'm going to be doing what these people want me to do in order for them to recognize my talents in these ways. So if that essentially means that I'm not going to be mainstream in this way, then so be it. So that was an interesting comment, Kenroy. Tiana said, in another life, I'd like to be a rapper's baby mom. You know, I'm not going to laugh. You know what? That's really interesting. That's really interesting, Tiana. Actually, I can't, no shame to the game. No shame to the game. Like, okay, wait. Yeah, like Cameron Palm said, like Future or another one. Yeah, I'm so curious. Like, what type of rapper, like baby mom, would you want to be? Like Logic? You know, Logic has a baby. Let me stop. Let me stop. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Everybody's like, Q, not Logic. Come on. You're not serious. I'm just joking, but yeah, I'm so curious. Like, what type of rapper would you want to be like the baby mom of? This is actually really interesting. Cameron Palm said, Tiana like Future or another one. Alyssa X said, one example is Hosier. He's a self-professed introvert, very private. He just loves his craft and it shows. Yeah. Tiana said, like Lil Baby, I want to be Jada in another life. Oh, ooh. That's actually really interesting. This is like so cool. If you were a rapper's baby mom, who would you want to be? That could be like such a cool, like, I don't know. That's like really cool. Like as a concept to think about. Cameron Palm said, I think Jada has the best. Yeah, like, oh, oof. Whew. Tiana said, I want my baby dad to rap about buying me Birkins while struggling to be faithful. Oh my goodness. DC the Purple Diva said, I work remotely from home and have over 10 years because of my son. Ooh. Alyssa X said, LMAO, Tiana, stop. Oh my gosh. Like, I can't tell if Tiana, listen, that's why I said Logic, because I'm trying to laugh here just in case. Like, are we all going through the crises on this live stream? Kenroy, Tiana said, Kenroy literate, I be having to read them comments twice and think. Yeah, I really just, I just write things down. I just reread things like, whew. So thank you so much, Kenroy. OG Lala said the shade in this chat is immaculate. Yeah, I'm just trying to, I will play along. Cameron Palm said, really, my writing has gotten so bad since the Pandora came. Yes. OG Lala said, I can't spell with a college degree and I blame the education system, not me. Did someone say class action? Time to class action these universities. Tiana said same OG. OG Lala then said Chloe and Halle didn't get any traction during the BETs. Like, I don't, yeah, I just interesting comment, OG Lala. That's all I'm gonna say. Alyssa X said Chloe and Halle are so underrated. They are among the best live performers on the planet, like right now. OG Lala said, I think awards should not be the goal because how much do the awards actually influence popular music? Uh-oh. OG Love said cackling once you said Logic. Like, listen, yeah, I'm just trying to throw in some jokes here and there. Mingita said meritocracies are a myth at this point. They are a myth. Asha said, I'll take Drake for $1,500. Uh-oh. Asha said, you can Apple pay me my child support. Uh-oh. Hi, Asha. Mwah, mwah. Welcome. Okay, yeah, I kind of want to say something like random. Okay, I'm like saying something really random. I'm like derailing us just a little bit, but we can obviously keep talking about, this is such an interesting concept. I'm going to write that down, Tiana. Like, if you were a rapper's baby mama, who would you be? I would kind of need to think about who I'd want to be. Like, if I were somebody's baby mom, like, who would I want to be? And Kenroy Palm said, Tiana, your video yesterday was super good. I forgot to say it. Super Negro. Whoo. I'm like, Tiana, it's so interesting. Like, you say some really interesting stuff about, like, your comments. And I'm going to give it, like, another week. because like I'm seeing like the video, it's doing traction, and I'm like reading, I'm really like re-watching what you're saying and like reading these comments, and I'm super curious to hear what people end up saying in your comments. Like I love these kind of discussions. So like, you know, who knows? Asha said, hey, first live, but I've been watching you for a while. Okay, secret viewer. Okay, private viewer. Okay, Asha. Yes. Come inside the house. Come inside the house. Where it's a, you know, it's a kickback. You know, take off your shoes at the door. I'll serve us snacks. Alyssa X said, awards are important though. Artists who win awards are usually the ones that record labels throw the most money behind, even though they are not indicative of the actual value of an artist. Of course. Of course. Tiana said, thanks, I'm literally saving your comment for a part 2 or something. I think I know which comment you're talking about, Tiana. Like, it is Kenroy. Like, Kenroy commented like some very interesting things. Like, Kenroy is a philosopher. Kenroy is an analyst. Like, Kenroy knows what he's talking about. Kenroy reads. I think like Kenroy really likes to dissect things. So if that's a comment you're talking about, I think I read that one too, which is why when Kenroy commented on my video today, I was like, bro, I'm gonna screenshot this. That's why I had to cite him today. I'm like, listen, we gotta talk about this. Y'all really make me think, you know? Okay, yeah, I kind of want to make this kind of comment about like remote work. I don't know how to say this, and this is kind of like a detractor. I feel like in-person work is like a mistake. Like, I feel like, you know what I do think? I think that if too many companies ask for people to work in person, I feel like it could spell for like a commercial real estate crash. I'm just thinking about this in my real life because somebody mentioned remote working in the chat, and just like, I don't know. I'm having like a lot of thoughts. So let's read some of these comments. Asha said, it's the lack of BS drama and bad consistency for me. That's all I'm gonna say. What was that? Come on, Q, get it together. Tiana said, LMAO, yes, give it a week. The comments are starting to get listen. You know what I was gonna title this live? Today? I was gonna title this live like, let's play a game. Like, or Jabria, are you smart? Featuring a scammer, a stalker, and a schemer. Because I kind of want to make a comment on like some interesting comments that I've gotten on my videos that I'm not sure if I want to leave up. And low key, I don't know what was going on. I don't know where the video got shared, but I got some very kind of like, I don't know, comments that I'm just like, who are these? Who is this person? And if you guys kind of look back, you kind of see what I'm talking about. Where like, I feel like I'm moving into a space where I might have to be and I think I already do moderate my comments, but like, I feel like, am I missing something here? Who are these people? Like, what's going on? Cameron Palm said, at Tiana, your video probably was the most thoughtful one I've seen on YouTube. Yeah, it's like, it was very interesting, kind of also something you said, Tiana, about the ways in which people perform Black American culture, or even what they think Black people act like as like a singular popsicle flavor. Like, it has no nuance, which is so interesting you say that, because it made me think about this one random video that I don't know, was it on Patreon? I don't know, like, where As Told by Kenya had said something really interesting about how she doesn't say no cap, you know, like no cap, because she's like, I'm not from that side of it. Like, I'm not from like the originators of the people who made that term. Like, in terms of where my Black American family is from, we don't say that at this part in the South. It's like people from New York that say certain things. It's like, for example, for me, sometimes I say hella. Like, sometimes I'm like hella. And I'm like, and that's such a West Coast thing to say. Like, people literally, even sometimes like white people, they kind of look at me when I say that. I'm like, oh, that's hella cool. And they'll look, and I don't even know if hella is like even like, I think the way in which I say it sometimes is very much specific to like Black dialect, but that's only something that I kind of used to say with my friends in the Black American community that I lived when I was in California. Yeah, it's very regional. OG Love said it's like certain age. Yeah, and so it's like so interesting. Like, Tiana brought it up in her video, the ways in which people kind of like chop and screw hashtag macaroni and cheese craft People try to like kind of mix it all in one pot, and it is very bizarre because it's like there's no nuance. And this is how I know that you're putting this on as a caricature. This is how I know. It's like there's no nuance. There's no nuance. Like somebody had made this comment, and I know sometimes I just say things for jokes, and I kind of insert certain terms that are from my specific ethnicity and some that are African American vernacular. But I know like some people do comment on it till this day, where people are like, whoa, like you know this type of reference, or like you're using these sort of references in like certain ways that you would only know if you're like from that ethnicity. Like you would only know maybe if you even knew those people. And obviously, like I said, I'm not doing digital blackface. Yeah, this is an Avi, but I am actually black in real life. But I don't necessarily think that gives me the room to kind of use or think or kind of maybe insinuate that I'm Black American. Like that's not how that works. So, you know, very interesting. So let me read some of these comments. Y'all like make me think. Y'all like really make me think about stuff in like a good way, in like a distracting kind of like, I feel like this is a really soft conversation, you know, like it's nothing heavy on the heart. I think this is great. I love live streams. I miss you guys. Oh my God. Tiana said, Asha said, facts, Alyssa. That and who is pulling the most buzz. Tiana said, OMG, don't make me emotional because I think I told y'all I'm gonna do YouTube full-time soon, so this all motivates me. Yes, mwah, mwah, support. DC the Purple Diva said, you got independent artists that sneak through like D-Smoke. Oh my gosh, DC the Purple Diva. I've talked about this person before. I'm just gushing. Okay, so just keep in mind, I'm Gen Z, you know, if that provides any context, but there's this one like producer artist that I really like, been really interested in the work that they've been doing, and his name is Dirty Bird. He goes by two names, Gum MP3 and Dirty Bird, and like he's also like an independent artist that's like, whoa, like this is really interesting. Alyssa said, agreed, Asha. Tiana said, I also love the connections like this. I feel like these communities are so impactful. Ugh, yes. Cameron Pump said, Tiana, the video going hit. Yeah. Cameron Pump, like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like this is what we've been talking about in these lives where it's like, I feel like sometimes the cultural analysis is like subpar. And like, even for me, I don't even claim to be on the bar of like brilliance, which is why I think I also like to acknowledge a lot that like, I'm constantly having to read, and that things that I say are like hypotheses that will probably be revised into the future. But I really love the fact that like Tiana said some really interesting stuff that I feel like you probably would only read in papers. And also I felt like Tiana said something that it's like people have trouble articulating. You know, it's really hard, I feel like at times, to talk about the things that people see in media or in real life, especially if you're Black and it maybe affects your intersection of identities, because it's like, how do you even explain like something you're looking at is odd? Like I don't even have the words for it. I feel like even now sometimes I speak very discombobulated. I throw in podges of words, you know, as I try to, because I stutter a lot and I run out these sentences. But I feel like, for example, Tiana is saying like, for example, Aquafina, which I don't like that girl. I don't like you. And just because you grew up wherever in the fucking Bronx does not mean, like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And so when Tiana made that example where she was like, there's no variation. She doesn't even sound like somebody from the Bronx. She's just throwing together words and just like, you know, and all this like weird kind of tone and inflection in your voice. Like, this is how I know you're putting this on as a caricature. It's like, is it Machine Gun Kelly, I think? As Told by Kenya had a really interesting comment about like these people pivoting to like rock or these other forms of music, and she was contrasting these other white artists with Mac Miller, and she said that these people, they're putting it on as a costume. This is how you know it's a performance. They have no respect. And you clearly don't know what you're doing. And this is a part of a facade, you know? So I really like that you kind of talked about that nuance of like, there are differences. I'm also glad that you brought up her like Filipina background. And actually, there's a really cool, interesting comment from somebody who is Filipina, and that did comment on it under your video. So I really like where your head is moving, Tiana. Really interesting stuff. Y'all see how I just put out that whole soliloquy? I keep writing those comments. Come on. Okay. Connections like these, impactful. Alyssa said, ever since COVID, I wish I could go to school remotely full time. You know, Alyssa, I have a lot of thoughts. a lot of thoughts on like the ways in which things are different, and then people have a taste of that difference. And when people are like, oh, we want other things now that we've experienced something just a tad bit better, they're like, oh, no, shut it all down. Tana said, my channel high-key shadow banned right now. It might not. LOL. Tiana said, I will have a second channel up by the end of this week though. Oh, what on? Is it for your podcast, Tiana? Cameron Palm said, your channel isn't shadow banned. You just don't post a lot for YouTube standards. OG Law said, what did they say, girl? Give us the deets. Oh my gosh. Wait, is OG Lala talking to me? OG Lala's about to at me like, I'm talking about you, Q. Karen Palm said, either way, the content is there. Tana said, okay, I'm gonna post more, I swear. I like my stuff got lined up. Cameron Q, I'm gonna be contacting y'all for podcast. Oh, you put these eye emojis. You know how I feel about emojis. Okay, if you're listening to this on the recording and not the live, put like an eye emoji. Oh my gosh, yes. Y'all know I'm like obsessed. There's something about like emojis or memes that just make me laugh. OG Love said how certain AVE African American vernacular English is regional. Absolutely. Asha said, never mind, Tiana, I subbed. Yay. I love that. Cross platformization. I love that. Cameron Palm said, I'm ready. I'm ready too. OG Lala said, I think that is how you can tell if somebody is being genuine to their surroundings of blackness. Uh-oh. OG Lala said, let's figure this out. Tiana said, yes, good point, from Kenya. I don't do West Coast lingo because that ain't me. Tiana said, I will say, as a cisgender straight woman, if the gays want to drag me for using their lingo, that's fair too. That's another thing. There's like levels to this. It's like, have y'all been seeing that conversation going around about like people saying like BBL is feminist, and I don't really know if I want to get into that particularly, but some sex workers were like, nobody told y'all to be doing all this makeup and all these BBL, and like y'all are co-opting things that we're having to do to survive. And just because you guys are seeing people who do not necessarily want to announce themselves as sex workers as influencers to these rappers doesn't mean that that's what they're on and that's what they're doing to survive. And nobody told y'all to get involved in all this. Nobody told y'all to get involved in all this in these ways. It's just such an interesting, it's like a hodgepodge. I'm like leaving out a lot of stuff because I'm not going to talk about it necessarily, but it's so interesting you say that, essentially, like about co-opting certain type of lingo or like dynamics. Alyssa X said, I agree with your video, Tiana. Biracials are not black. I'm scratching my head wondering how people don't see the correlation between lack of black representation propping up mixed race people. Very interesting. Asha said, I do some West Coast lingo, but I'm from DC, so a lot's going on for real. Like, yeah, like sometimes I would say like sometimes like my Southern accent comes out. Because I was like, even though I'm not ethnically Black American, like that's where I was raised, and I grew up around like other Southern Black American people. And so like I just know like sometimes when I talk and certain things that I want to use, it's also from when I lived like maybe in Cali or when I lived in the DMV. And this is another like a lot of information because it's like, so you've lived in all these places. Yeah, I've moved a lot. But yeah, I know what you mean, where it's like you start saying certain things and it's like who are you? I can't, like there have been multiple times where people will like ask me like, where are you from? Like, where are you from? Like, why do you talk like this? Like, I'm not even like using vernacular, but people sometimes are just like, yo, like, where are you from? Because it's like, I try really hard not to inflect my voice, but it's so hard. Like, it's so hard. Like, it's really, really hard. And so I know what you mean. Even though you were talking about like dialect and stuff like that. And then Disa the Purple Diva, yeah, she's from DC, but she's in California. Yeah, like, yeah. Cameron Palm said, I essentially talk like everyone from South Jamaica or South Ozone Park or extremely neutral suburban voice. Yeah. Did y'all see that video going around of that like news presenter where she was doing like her Dominican accent and then how she moved to like Connecticut and it changed into like a Midwestern accent and then her like TV presenter voice? Did y'all see that? Tiana said, I'm low-key a sponge, so I do pick up on my peers. Yeah, mannerisms. Yeah, it's like hashtag are we making fetch happen? Like, yeah, like you pick up stuff that your friends say and it's like, whoa, suddenly. Like, for example, I say allegedly a lot and my friends are like, Q, stop saying that. Like, now I'm saying allegedly. I'm like, no, like it's like, say it with us, let's do it together. Asha said, you got it, Tiana, you're giving voice and light to things that people won't see / say. OG Lala said, but Q, you're intersectional, so I don't expect you to sound one way. But I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's like very hard to explain. It's like, oh. Tiana, you're blocked. Blackiana. Tiana said, I'm Julesy Light or not. If you don't. Cameron Phone said, Aquafina is a fraud. She grew up in Forest Hills. Like, just a bozo. You are a bozo. And you have no shame. Like, it's just like, that's why it's so embarrassing. Are you not embarrassed? What? Girl, get it together. Like, tighten up. Like, this is you look ridiculous. Camera Pop said Max. Ash said dead. Tiana said Aquafina better keep the Bronx out of her mouth. Yes. Asha said Shadow Man Shade Lake, bro. They see you, but they don't see it for you. See it for yourself. Uh-oh. Tiana said the second channel will be where I put vids like the Sweetie one, so I'm gonna upload them over there and keep my main channel for podcasts, lives, and budget videos. Oh, so you put in the lives, you taking the lives off of unlisted, off of private. Icy Minx, hey, mwah, yes, hello. Take your shoes off at the door. Come eat snacks with us. I don't even know what am I eating anything? Maybe I should open some sparkling water. Cameron Palm said BBLs can't be women empowerment because women empowerment can't exist. BBLs can't be women empowerment because women empowerment can't exist within a patriarchal structure. It literally can't exist because patriarchy will not allow for it. Word to feminists, hashtag BBLs are not feminists. Like, God. I don't have the range, so I won't talk about it right now. I'm still like reading. But yeah, some thoughts that I'm already starting to build that I'm like ditto Kenroy. Alyssa X, plastic surgery of any form is inherently unfeminist, and I'm pro plastic surgery if that's what you want to do. Interesting. I'm gonna hold you out of these things you say. You people can't just say things and then they come back. No, don't worry. I'm like, snap. I'm like thinking about these things. Asha said that's a whole word. Kenroy Palm said BBLs and hyperfemininity is used by sex workers, but also for trans women in order to not be killed. Hashtag ballroom culture. Asha said, I work in a startup call center and I quote unquote tune in with the accents of my clients so I'll feel more comfortable talking to me and giving personal information to me. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Tammy? Hey. Mwah, mwah. Oh my God. Wait, are you? Yes. I think you're the Tam that I'm thinking about. Hey, Tammy. How are you? Take your shoes off. Come in. Get a snack. I think I'm going to open up some sparkling water. Sit down. Let's chat. Alyssa X said, I'm learning a lot from Kenroy. Google ballroom culture. Yes. Tammy said, I'm back, so I'm glad. So glad I'm up right now. Yes. Girl, don't tell me you procrastinating again. Tammy, if you are from the UK, if I'm recalling this correctly, I'm like super positive you are. Girl, you better listen, I will hang up this phone in bed now. Tiana said, I feel like I'm a lean on the trans community to criticize plastic surgery because I've hit a wall on my thoughts on it. Oh, that's interesting. Hitting a wall on thoughts. Interesting. Cameron Palm said, Alyssa X, you can watch Paris is Burning. I think that's the film. Timmy said, how are you? I'm good, I think. I'm like, I want to be distracted. Like today is like a really big distraction. I don't know. I have a lot on my mind and I don't want to think. So I'm just reading everybody's comments. How are you, Tammy? How's your day? Tiana said, well, I guess I should learn Twitch for lives. We gotta go over there. Tammy said, yes, Tiana, use Twitch. Alyssa X said, Kenroy, thanks. I'll give it a watch. Icy Ming said, ballroom music is so fun. It is. Alyssa X said, I call that code switching. Yes. Cameron Palm said, wait, I just saw the video of the baby giving them kid $2. They should have mugged him. Listen. Listen. It's, oh God. Actually, let me not say anything. All the live is for entertainment and comedy purposes. Everybody we talk about, it's not real. It's fictitious, ? And this is all alleged. Cameron Palm is like, that is not the disclaimer. Q, get it right. But yeah, the baby is a loser. You know what? But what did I say in that one live about the baby doing the that collab with Tory Lanez, I was like, I feel like he's broke. I feel like he's broke because why are you doing like, are you broke? Are you poor? Like, what is it? What is it? Are you poor? Did you hear I emphasize that? What is it? Why would you be doing a collaboration with this person? And now he's down on the internet begging to do a collaboration with Jay-Z. And of course the photo of Megan Thee Stallion and Jay-Z comes out at their fucking like party. It's like, you are never doing a collaboration with Sean Hove Carter. It'll literally never happen. Like, you bozo. Take your $2. He needs it. Baby needs his money. I think these people are poor. I think I'm gonna start like saying, and I don't say poor in like a negative connotative way. It's just like, I feel like he doesn't have money. Like, you know, at this point, it's just like, when do we stop? When do we turn off the laugh track? When do we turn off the Big Bang Theory laugh track? When do we turn off the Disney laugh track? When do we turn off the Adult Swim laugh track? When do we turn off the Disney Lifetime movie laugh track? When do we turn it all off? Oh my god. Tommy said, don't hang up, LOL. You and Tiliana's lives are therapy. Oh my gosh. Carrie Foam said, or maybe he can't afford it due to legal fees. Like, what do we, like, Carrie, you just reading my mind. I said, I think this man is broke. Like, what, but when are we gonna start? It's like I literally want to laugh about it until I'm just like, but why are you really doing all this what is all this recording poor black kids selling stuff in the neighborhood over $200? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you? Camera problems. This is alleged. Alyssa X said, I have to go. Bye everyone. Bye my tates. Mwah, mwah. Alyssa, yes. Code switching is a survival skill. Yes. Have a great evening. Eat your food. I don't know. Drink hot chocolate. Hot chocolate is a good... Oh my god, I love drinking hot chocolate in the rain. So if it's raining over there, you know, drink something warm. But yes, have a great night, Alyssa. Bye. Cameron Palm said, DaBaby is definitely going broke. He probably signed a 720... just say a 720? Let me stop. I was gonna make a joke. Asha said, proper code switching can be a matter of life or death. Wow. Tiana said, not mutual aid therapy version. I'm so dead. Icy Ming said, a lot of rappers make the same as the average Joe. They probably are broke since they are not touring. Like, Icy Ming's like, listen. Cameron Paul made a really interesting comment under like my last video today about why aren't these major artists like publishing their music and distributing it. And he said a very interesting comment about like, these people on the edge, hashtag all my friends are dead. Like, they're on the edge. Like, I don't really think they can mince like any like inability for them not to tour. So yeah, I do think like some of these people are really not making money. Hashtag like club showings. All these people have to do a lot of club shows. Cudmer Palm said, nah, most entertainers are poor people, were poor in the 90s when you actually made money from albums. So him selling 10K isn't gonna help and he can't do shows. Like, a shame. Tana said, these artists are living paycheck to paycheck. Asha said they're all broke unless you have actual years in side business and not shucking and jiving. Like, probably still a sales associate. A 720 deal. Like, not a 360. No. Not a 180. A 720. Danielle Houston said, not the last track, please. Hi guys. Hi. Mwah, mwah. Welcome. Come inside. Take off your shoes. No shoes in the house. No shoes in the house. But hi girl, how are you? How was your day, Danielle? Yes, have a great night. Yes. Tana said, hey Danielle, when other people have that profile photo, I'm like, is that not Danielle? Yeah, like low key, I've been looking at these Avies. That's why Kiana, she always like, we talk about this. She's like, Q, you are an Avie, like a moving Avie. I kind of want to play like the Blueprint trailer because like that's something that low key made me smile. It was like hard. Like, can we just give a round of applause to production, please? Let me go ahead and play this real quick. Hi, I'm Q, and welcome to The Blueprint, a series where I take people through the process of ideating and coming up with concepts that could apply to their audience. Hi, I'm Q, and welcome to The Blueprint, a series where I take people through the process of ideating and coming up with concepts that could apply to their audience. A series that was born out of my frustration of seeing strange at best, duplicitous at worst actions. It didn't make any sense to me. Content creators and influencers who have distribution power and access in ways that others will just not should hopefully have the ability to come up with some interesting ideas that can carry them into the future. I always say this, but if you are somebody mentioned in this video, either you're a talent manager, creator, or business, and you have questions, inquiries, some might say, reach out to me in the comment description, relax description box. All right, I'm done with all that. Okay, so probably just want to switch the video as we wind down, and I will probably read the remainder of these comments, and then it's like I want to turn out. You see, I'm gonna try it again. Let me see if I can. I can't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. No problem. Let me read the rest of these comments. Bro, I'm so dead. Asha said they are all broke, all caps. Unless you have actual years. Okay, yes, I've saw. Oh, wait. Yes. Bye, Alyssa. Okay, yeah, okay. ICME said something really interesting. ICME said streams are worth like 0.001 cents. Like, I think about this a lot. Like, if I ever wanted to sell music and that's like a serious thing that I wanted to pursue, I probably would have to I probably would be doing what Gum MP3 is doing. Like, I think he's doing really well right now as an independent artist. And I think, like, people should follow that structure if this is something that they really want to make a career. Cameron Palm says, shout out to production. Huh! I can't wait to, like, put you guys as, like, production credits. Like, I know some people do that when they start, like, a private and paid community or, like, a Patreon. So, you know, which, if you're listening to this playback, that link is in the description box to a Google form. So I'm just like collecting a small list, but I can't wait to put you guys as like production, like credits. Yeah, shout out to production. Yo. I love the fact that I can see like the black hands emojis in the chat. I like love that so much. Cameron Palm said, yes, Asha said production on one. Whoo! Cameron Palm said, Denzel Dion put out a video of his glow up and it made me sad because all he did was lose weight and was always a good looking dude, but colorism and fat phobia is so evil. It's like, it's just so much. It's just so much. I kind of want to, okay, you said Denzel Dion in his video, so I low-key want to pull that up. I'm going to like watch it afterwards. Yes, I did that. Thank you so much, Asha. Asha said, I'm definitely going to tune in because I want to revamp my channel. Asha said, though Cardi and Offset staying together and the party to write off their PPP loan. Allegedly, I'm so dead. You literally read my mind. I was like, let me pull an allegedly disclaimer. That's so, you know, I'm not surprised. I don't know if you guys just been hearing, like, I don't know, should I even say it? Like, people have been even saying, like, certain people should have just been reelected because at least they would have gotten another Stimiana. But you didn't hear that from me. You didn't hear that from me. Well, yeah, I've been hearing a lot about these PPP loan scams. Cameron Palm said, if you want to sell music, partner with Amazon, focus on the older crowd and establish parasocial bonds and hyper create a stand base. Like, I literally been writing a video where I said that, and I swear Winter would like, do I take a photo of this? Hold on, I'm gonna like, I feel like I'm gonna create like a Google Doc of like quotes from people, including you, Kemroy, and I'll just like put it, and it'll be like publicly accessible. I'll like put it somewhere where people can like check quotes, current running quotes. I'm literally about to email myself that Kenroy Palm. I swear, I'm just like saving all these like screenshots in all these like scattered places. Artists. Can I spell? Artists. Okay, let me send it to myself. Okay, perfect. Kenroy Palm. Great. Cameron Palm said PPP loan. A lot of people going to prison for fraud this year. Listen, the IRS, listen to me. The IRS is rubbing their hands together like Birdman. They are really rubbing their hands together like, bro, we got him. What did Juicy say? We got him. We got him. Cameron Palm said Shiri from Housewives got caught allegedly, like, whole scheming people. But you know what? I don't even know what to say. I was gonna say like poor people scamming the government, but so far all of the poor people that have scammed for PPP loans are pretty much headed to prison. So I don't know if all these rich people doing PPP loan fraud are going to prison, but you know, some of these poor people, unfortunately, the working class, you know, the PPP loan scamming, thieving and scamming, you know, a lot of them have been getting caught, unfortunately. So Cameron Palm said a lot of these artists aren't good business folks. Like, to be honest, Asha said it's hard to elevate the fat black boy and make him rich if he doesn't fit the mold of the sexy, slim fit, femme-esque white boy of the season. They saw him, but they didn't see it for him. Interesting. I feel like you've said that. I feel like you've said this quote twice, Asha. They see it for him. They saw him, but they didn't see it for him. And I know I've heard that before, but it's really, it's like the nuance. Like the devil is in the details here. Allegedly. Thank you. Asha said, I'm glad I got a job and I'm going to pay them $5.38 as soon as I get paid. Yes. AKA Thursday. Yes. Cameron Palm said the IRS don't play that. If you're going to scam, go after local municipalities, not the federal government. Oh my gosh. Cameron Palm, listen to me. Listen, this is what Cameron Palm just said. Cameron Palm just said the IRS, the Internal Revenue Services Association, does not play that. If you are going to scam, go after local municipalities and not the federal government. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, the federal, not the ops, not browser, not like the boss from Mario Kart, not like the big boss from a Nintendo game. The feds. Come on. Like, oh gosh. Come on. Asha said, Karen Fong said, I think Denzel was basically their mammy. I have a lot of thoughts on like what I feel like was going on with like the partnerships Denzel was doing with his other like kind of friends, and how I feel like I feel like people get used for like their personality and ideations and presence, but they might never be able to be let into that space because the way that they present is not close enough. It's not close enough to what these institutions of power want you to be close to. Do we really have 16 people on this stream? Oh my gosh. Hi. Hey. Take off your shoes at the door. Take off your shoes. You can't eat the Pop-Tarts. And what we have? What are we serving today? Is it popcorn? We got sparkling water. Take off your shoes at the door. Thank you. Like, thank you. Desirability politics is demonic. Like, it's a whole schema. It's not just who you dating. It's much more than that. It's much more than like if you are now talented. Like, we already know. I think Icy Ming said this. Like, meritocracy is a fallacy. That is not how this. Okay, let me write that down. Icy Ming. Yo. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me read these comments down. Okay, Cameron Palm said the feds. I like saying that. It's like the feds. Okay, let me stop. Q stop. The federal government gonna beast for a penny. Like, for a penny, they will make an example out of you. They will do it. Asha said, I watch a lot of these new black YouTube celebs when they were basic albums still churning out high quality content, but they really did not give a shit until their shine. They didn't really give them their shine until either. I know what you're trying to say. Ming said, as an accounting student, I can confirm you are better off scamming municipalities. Tell us more. Tell us more. Jusky, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Tell us. My glasses are on. Hold on, I put my glasses on to read that comment. My glasses are on. My glasses are on. Mings, what do you mean by that? In my Drewski voice. I kind of want to put on the SpongeBob theme. All right, let's put on the SpongeBob theme because listen, let's put on the SpongeBob music. Hold on. Icy Minx is gonna walk us through. Icy Minx is gonna walk us through the path of glory. Hold on. Icy Minx is about to show us something. Let me put on this SpongeBob music. Let's listen to some music. Yeah. Like, so yes, while Icy Minx takes their time to explain to us, what do you mean by that in my Drewski voice? What do you mean by that? Tell us, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Because we gotta know what's going on. Okay, let's just go ahead. Let's analyze this. Let's analyze this. Tell us more, in the words of Tiana. Asha said they had to be hustling, got their brand deal on before they got an invitation anywhere or a major contributor. Allegedly. Thank you. Karen Palm said, like, Denzel literally had to lose so much weight for people to be like, oh my god, you're good looking and now we can treat you better. But she's still dark, so stay in the back. Like, stay in the back of the photo. Like, you have to kneel in the back. Like, squat your head. You know, if you're tall, like, squat your head, like, kind of move to the left, tilt your head to the right, maybe squat. I shall reserve my comments. Oh, can you guys hear me? It said it was buffering. So I think you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I have thoughts. I have thoughts, Tammy. And I'm still working through them, you know? So we shall see. But I do have thoughts on that. The answer is yes. I have seen a video of this person. And I'm still like formulating like some things. Some thoughts about it. Okay, perfect. You guys can hear me. Okay, let me continue reading these comments. Cameron Palm said, had to get a chemical peel, and people in the comments like, I need to glow up, like we messed up, we should accept everybody regardless how they look. Okay, perfect. Oh, thank you guys so much. Okay, perfect. You guys can hear me. Asha said, exactly, Kenroy. That's the same, not the reason. I want a professional channel just so that I can read a bitch. Oh god. Ooh. Cameron Palm said, this is alleged, but for local municipalities, go get some loan or grants for charities. Uh-oh. I will stay tuned. Yes, I'm staying tuned. I will stay tuned. Perfect. Icy Ming said, okay, this is what Icy Ming's. All right, come on, everybody. Put the ears, put the hearing aids on. Icy Ming said, local government has smaller. Hold on, can y'all hear me? Local government has smaller staff, so someone would have multiple roles. So one person could have access to the whole payroll expenditure system, less checks and balances. Uh-oh. Asha said, I'm gagged by that because I'm the one who would just make a quick walking vid with thoughts. But I got you, Kenroy Fong. Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, what? Okay, an hour and 30 minutes. Okay, so, let's wind down and I will let you guys go. I definitely don't want to keep you guys on here for like 3 hours or something like that. This is a great distraction. I think I was able to kind of distract myself from things, you know? No, Stefco has made some interesting videos, one of which really, I think, took her career off, about pretty privilege, and some of the things that she experienced. And in that video, she kind of relays some of that, but it's in kind of the purview of like being seen, especially by men, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting. I'm using very political language here. You know what I can say though? I can say though, like, yeah, like watch the video, watch the follow-ups, and we can discuss it. You know, we can discuss it. I took some time to really process it because, you know, I was just kind of going back and forth on like, where do I stand? It's not even where do I stand, but like, what about this is obviously valid? And then what about this is something to watch out for? Which is why, like, it's so surprising, like, it's so weird because I was also checking the dates on when that video was starting to go viral. And like when I had actually posted I think I hadn't even heard of her. I think it came up in like a recommended like video, you know, like of mine, like just the day after I posted mine. I was like, oh, this is very interesting. But I distinctly remember in like my video, for example, when I tried to kind of get into desirability politics, that I didn't really feel comfortable talking about it in the purview of men, because the things that affect like her, and I don't even want to get into it, but like it's like the intersection identities like hold her back in society, you know. And it's not because she's not quote unquote pretty, which is why sometimes I low-key do kick myself, like maybe I should have used the word like desirability politics instead of pretty privilege. And I think like As Told by Kenya said it best. Sometimes I really do wish, like, you know, As Told by Kenya, you know, she's moving in a different direction. She's no longer in a position where she necessarily needs to post on YouTube versus like a Patreon. But she really broke this down where she said like pretty privilege isn't just necessarily about you being pretty per se. That's not exactly it. It's more so like, how close are you aligned to like systems of like white supremacy? Okay, DC the Purple Diva said, Q, check out my video on pretty privilege. I came from a different stance. Okay, let me write that down in my notebook here. Okay, let me write that down. Danielle Houston said, I'm screaming right now. Hold on, let me get a pen. Okay, just to reiterate, what did Icy Minx say? So Icy Minx is in accounting, you know, and she gave us some very interesting, not advice. She does not give accounting or financial advice. This is not advice. About, you know, some of the scheming that goes on in the financial industry. And this is what Icy Minx said. Local government has smaller staff, so someone would have multiple roles. So one person could have access to the whole payroll, expenditure systems, less checks and balances. Asha said, I'm gagged by that because I'm the one to just make a quick walking video. Oh, yes, it says. And then Icy Ming said, and more of a family trusting atmosphere so people wouldn't believe you would commit fraud. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, Asha said, let me not screenshot for educational purposes only. Carrie Palmson, since puberty and me getting older, I've been treating so much better. Like, I went out on Sunday and people were so nice, and maybe it's a panty lust, but I was getting a lot of attention. oh my god, panty lust. Let me stop. Carrie's like, do not embarrass me. Oh my gosh. Carrie Palm said, I think you using pretty privilege did what was required. Yeah, it's like, I feel, you know, I somebody had commented this on one of my videos where they were like, I'd love to join the lives, but I feel like I don't have the range to talk. I don't know, like, I don't know what I don't feel like I have the ability to like engage in the conversation. I was like, no, please come to the lives, like, you know what I mean, they're fun. But like, I definitely was like, how can I talk about this in more like layman's terms, you know? Faith Foster, hey, mwah, mwah, welcome, smiley face, hi, take your shoes off, we're chilling. I'm probably gonna end soon actually, and I will make sure that this does not go unlisted so everybody can watch it. So I guess I'll read to the bottom of the comments and then I'll maybe hang up. Okay, did what was required. Yeah, I feel like maybe people would not understand or want to even engage in like the conversation. Did you guys know that I was like at the hair salon? So random, like hair salon. I haven't even been at the hair salon. I went to go get my like hair washed because I was just like, listen, if I procrastinate any longer on this hair washing and detangling, I fear that the 4C hair is not gonna do what it's supposed to do. So I found somebody. It's so odd, like it's so odd. I don't even trust salons like that. I usually have to do my hair on my own. But I went to this hair salon and this woman was like, she was like, oh, have you heard of this one video that's been going around about pretty privilege? And I was like, excuse me. I'm gonna have to turn around. I'm like, not art representing life, not internet representing real life, not somebody bringing up something that was on the internet into my real life, like in the middle of like, I don't even know this one. This is the first time I met this person. Like, so it's so interesting. It's so interesting. Like, so yeah, it's like people I think maybe have more access to like start to talk about these topics if like certain types of language is used, as long as it's not like discriminatory. Icy Ming said, a lady in the middle of nowhere stole 52 mil over 20 years. Whoa. She was the only one that knew the system. Google horse fraud lady. Okay, let me copy. Copy. And then paste. Okay. Great. I will look at that afterwards. These are the Purple Diva said, I talked about it from the halo effect aspect for black women. Interesting. Okay, let me write that down too. Let me make sure. Yes, Cameron Palm said, I don't have one at the moment. Yeah, Cameron is like, Cameron has his like third eye open. He's like, listen, I'm here to give a word, and then I'm just gonna disappear. I'm gonna disappear back into the matrix and then come back when the time arises. Icy said, LMAO, this is not advice. This is not advice. Yes, hey, Faith Foster. Mwah, mwah. Cameron Palm said, I would never take that much. A little. 100. You know what? Actually, 100K, you know? You know what? Like 100K? Like, it's a lot to us. Like, it's a lot to me. But you know what? In the grand scheme of money that could be redistributed in this world, it's not that much. And the amount of money that could be redistributed, 100K, I think is like probably even below standard of what we should all probably be getting, honestly. Yes, good for her. Icy Mix, oh my god. I wonder how she pulled it off. So I'm gonna search this up after the live. Karen Palm said the accessibility to these topics are good, but a lot of nuance and critical thought is lost. Kind of yeah, it's like a double-edged sword, you know? Like, and actually, when you say that comment, Kenroy, it makes me think of like Julesy. It makes me think of how Julesy is very well read, and how, you know, it's like she's done a lot of work to try and make like academic or more so like research, empirical research, more accessible. And it's I can just tell it's a struggle. I can tell, like even when she talks about kind of topics that are like normal conversation, and she tries to break them down, and I can tell like people just like, even myself, it's just like, dang, like I need to continue reading. Like I need to continue, like, bro, like she's well read. So I get what you said. I'm getting what you say. So Kenrick Palm said the accessibility to these topics are great, but a lot of nuance and critical thought is lost. It's lost, and it's kind of a double-edged sword. Faith Foster said she was committing fraud. Why are you praising her? Oh god. Asha said, honestly, I have yet to watch the Pretty Privilege videos, but I believe it only because after a major death, depression, losing 100 pounds, all of a sudden men wanted to be in my face. Very interesting. Never ugly, but I wasn't pretty. It's like, for example, Lizzo, where Lizzo is very stunning. She's very, very beautiful, but she doesn't check, in terms of in terms of desirability politics, she doesn't check the fat test. Because it's not about being pretty. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, that's the thing. It's not just about the way your face looks. It's not just about the fact that you might actually, your face is symmetrical. That's not enough. Because when we talk about pretty, it's not about you necessarily being pretty. It's actually more so like, it's not about you, some guy at your local bar buying you a drink. Like, no, we're talking about proximity to institutions of power. Like, are you thin? Are you white? Are you heterosexual? Like, are you cis? Like, you know, it's stuff like that. It's like Lizzo is a great example of this, where it's like, she's very stunning, beautiful, talented, you know what I mean? Like, exceptional, like, you know what I mean? But it doesn't matter. That's the point. Like, the point is, it's not just about the face. Like, it's not just about like things like that, but she doesn't check certain boxes, and that's enough. You know, that's enough to discard people, you know? Cameron Palm said Julesy is very accessible and the easiest you'll probably get. Like, Julesy, listen, Julesy is like, oh, you can tell, and a part of me, like, I low-key, if I ever had the chance to ask her a question, like, why she wants to pursue a PhD, but it's just like, we already know, like, she's probably surpassed that point. Like, she's done, I mean, outside of writing, like, some sort of dissertation on something for a few years, like, she's already there in terms of, like, I think her thought, like, there are even other people that I'm thinking of, just other people that I'm just like, they're there in terms of talent. They're there in terms of critical analysis and being able to conduct independent research. But it's just like, you don't even need to go and do your PhD. And I can just tell, like, I can just like I don't know. I don't know. What can I tell really? I don't know, Julesy. I don't know. She hasn't said this publicly, but sometimes I do wonder how she feels having to break it down for people as simply as possible and using as simple and colloquial words as she possibly can to break down things like this. So yeah, I feel like Julesy is extremely accessible. She says that she tries to make it extremely accessible for people to understand and dissect and conversations to be had within the Black community. Asha said, because she didn't hold back, humbleness will still get you prison time. Uh-oh. If I might get caught up, why not do something that will keep my money alive or go down for a reason? You know, it's so funny you say that, Asha, because it's like, it's so sad people even have to do all these sort of scheming and scamming. There are people who are already scheming and scamming that, like, you know, they just hoarding all this money. Huh. Okay, and I see me said the person's name, the horse scam woman, the name is Rita Cronwell. Lizzo, Kenroy said Lizzo, oh my god. Kenroy Palm said Lizzo is gorgeous and that I think she enjoys it. She does a book club. Yeah, I think like she finds joy out of needing to disseminate this sort of information, which is why I think like she maybe wants to do a PhD. Maybe she wants to learn how to do it better, to like really refine her craft of like teaching people and conducting her own research, and then maybe just coming back to the internet and continue to do it. Yeah. So I'm at the end of the comments. I'll give it 5 seconds, you know, but this is great. I think this is a great distraction for me. I'm really hoping like there would just be like a live. That's like something like about Tiana's live. Like Tiana's live very like random, you know, like very just like, you know, I'm shaving my legs. That's what we're doing today. Like, you know, I hope that as time goes on, I can continue to have fun with you guys as well. And so thank you guys so much for coming to my chit chat, me playing all the SpongeBob music over and over again. I didn't even switch it back. Let me turn it off. This was really, really fun. This was really, really, really fun. And I hope you guys have, you know, a great rest of your week. I hope that all of your dreams come true. And if not, you just have a peaceful, you know, like, you know, it's just like, I like how relaxing these are, you know. I really kind of miss this. So I'm really happy that I got over my nervousness and joined a live. I was like, ooh, let me call on this live. Let me see. Let me see if someone will distract me today. So yes. Stay well. Thank you to you guys. Mwah, mwah. Don't forget your umbrella. Don't forget your hat at the door. This was fun. Yes. Writing and listening. Yes. Kenroy doing all the smarts and saying we're so. I know. Like you can't fool me, Tammy. If you are on this stream right now, I peeped that. And go to bed. We're going to bed together. It was nice. I'm calling out Tammy. She didn't even comment. She like has this. She's like asleep. She's probably like drooling on her phone. Like, bro, why is she calling my name like this? Why are you calling me out like this? See how I'm procrastinating? Okay, Q. I had fun. Enjoy your night. All right. Bye.